Okay, so I've decided that it's too late. Sorry, it's too late to start a whole new campaign in Crusader Kings 2, and I didn't want to just stop streaming. So I decided that I just want to have a nice chill out game. It may be perfect for getting over a cold. Dr. Mario. Hold on, got it. Clear my throat. Alright, so yeah, without any further ado. Listen to this song for a minute, huh? Did we do this last time? I think I did. That's cool. Good. Good stuff, man. So apparently, like, the plot is that Mario is also Dr. Peach, the princess, is a nurse. She should at least own the hospital. The hospital should be named after her. And then, I don't know, was an experiment gone wrong? Like, one of the virus tubes got all bad and it get fixed by using science. Science and medicine. Well, yeah, let's start this up. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Once I get a game over, I should switch to music too. This is Fever. I'm at chill. That's my mode right now. Very chill. I've got a cold. I'm probably gonna be muted for a lot of this so I don't have to, like, pause for super long as I clear my throat and... yeah. Didn't really think about that whole lateral movement there. That was a good idea. That was a good accident. I mean, it was totally on purpose. I could have gotten the double there. Overthinking it. All right. And I bet there were kids that the thing they did when they were homesick from school was just play Dr. Mario. That was like their thing. Someone, somewhere, had to have done that specific thing. No, that was not good. Oh, hey there, Toon Desk. How's it going? I never played that first one. Luminous? Was that it? I might actually like Dr. Mario more than Tetris. Congratulations to me. Oh wow, I did that bass backwards right there. That was wrong. No, that wasn't very good either. Best home console ever? Probably from an objective standpoint, I'd say the Super Nintendo. Probably from personal preference, probably the N64. Why'd I do that? Oh, what am I even doing? I'm 27. Thank you. I guess that's saying a lot, especially considering that I have a cold, and I have a tissue shoved up in my nose. So this isn't even my final form. Alright. I wouldn't really call it talent. I'm not exactly the best at, like, reading scripts or anything. I'm not a performer. That doesn't interest me at all. Sorry. I started on YouTube in like 2012. Just doing Let's Plays. And then I started on Twitch because I just wanted to play the games. I didn't want to do editing for things that no one really watched. I still put my VODs up on YouTube. In case anyone is interested in that. If anyone misses anything and they want to catch up. $100? I don't know. Like, I only just passed 300, like, this last month. I feel like I got 100 in, like, or 70 or something in about the course of a couple months. And, I don't know. Thanks. I have gotten that a few times before. I've got a real face for radio. Huh. Why did I do that? But what I really want to do is write. I wanna write stories. Oh, what am I doing? I think it's solid. I think you can, oh, hold on a second. A niche in what way? I'm just, I'm sick, so I'm just kind of blowing my nose. Yeah, just, I'm blowing my nose. Just give me a minute. Not feeling that great. Alright, what do you need help with? Exactly. Alright, I'm almost ready. Just getting this together. Unique idea for a show. Like, do you have something, some kind of, well, something a little bit more than that? Like, just come up with an idea is kind of a lot to go with. Maybe a theme. Like, what kind of stuff interests you? Oh, damn it. Well, oh, damn it. Alright. Dusk comes to life. Have you thought about the personality of the Dusk? Like, my first thought is, like, the Dusk is probably like a happy-go-lucky sort of thing, like a bumbler. But what if you sort of subvert that, and the Dusk is actually, like, super serious? Like, maybe... It's like this desk comes alive. And it's like a serious professional sort of dude. It's like, you will work these hours, and I will help you with this sort of thing. I need to have this, this, and this. And it wants to certainly be credited. None of that mysterious magic desk thing. Like, it is a co-creator. And it doesn't care if everyone thinks it's weird that this is a magical desk that's coming alive to make cartoons. Like, I'm picturing it being, like it sounds like Brian from Family Guy. So, Seth MacFarlane. Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of thing, though, is that, it's like, normally you think the creator would be the kind of... the serious one. It's like, oh, come on, Desk, you have to help me make this drawing by tonight, or else I'm not gonna be able to make the cut. But the Desk just wants to play around. I just like the complete opposite. And it's like, the artist is the one that's sort of, aimless, and the Desk is the one that's super on it, you know? But yeah, I get you're going for more, you're thinking more playful sort of stuff. I get you. I just like the subversion. Like, the expectations are shattered here. Anyway. So, probably important question. Do you want this desk to talk? I feel like a lot of this hinges around... Damn it. Oh. The personality of this desk. So I feel like it should be unique, but you still want to stick with your the idea that you have, that it's a more playful sort of thing. Almost certainly. Like, if the premise is this magical being, the only thing that makes this world, this story, different from something completely normal, it's like, what is it about? It can't just be strictly about the that there is a desk that talks. It needs to be about what this desk does, and how it deals with it, and how the people around it deal with it doing this thing. Like, does it do magic? Is it good at its magic? Is it overly helpful? Must it remain a secret? Who knows about this? Does someone else want the desk? What does the desk desire? That this thing is this is a character. You can morph. Okay. So where does it take our, who is the owner of this desk? Who are the other characters here? Who's the Aladdin? This actually makes me think a lot of Chalk Zone. Chalk Zone, that's probably a bit too... I doubt that was something that you would have been into. Should not have put that there. These drawings solve problems. Yeah, you may want to look up Chalk Zone. Like, it's like, there's this kid that gets this magical chalk that he can enter, like, a chalk world where chalk drawings are real. And only he and his friend know about this, and he has this one favorite drawing that is that always helps out. Oh, you do know of it, okay. humor, I mean, certainly the humor can make you stand out, but it depends on how good it is, really, and what kind, maybe, I suppose. Like, if it's like, just what about the humor is interesting? The situations that happen? Is it really like, maybe it's a very, it's a fantastical world, but the humor is found in like really benign situations in an absurdist sort of setting, and you could work with that. Kind of makes me think. I actually haven't watched it at all, but like when you think about making humor be something that stands out, where the humor makes something stand out, that makes you think of Rick and Morty. I feel like I haven't actually watched it, but I feel like that's a show that how it's done really makes it unique. Like, honestly, that I feel like that premise is very normal. Like, that is, I can't say that's a very original premise at all. There would need to be something like, don't go really hard for trying to make something quote unquote original, because nothing is original. There have only been 7 stories ever written, and it's all just a variation on those archetypes. I mean, the fact that you give the Magic School Bus as an example, that is a very normal, like, that is very well known already. So like, the comparison is very on track. Like, what about it? Are they, maybe it could be more, it could be like maybe a humor action hybrid. Like the Magic School Bus, one of the interesting things about that is that it takes a really deep look into a lot of scientific and historical aspects. Like, it's the kind of thing that's really interesting for kids, but is also something that they could show you during, like, if your teacher's out and the substitute can just let you watch the Magic School Bus in class. That's like why Bill Nye, after like 20 years, is still like an iconic person. Is that so many kids grew up watching this, and it's really just like, how can you make science interesting? And he did it very well. Not that he's cartoon, obviously, but yeah, just play around with things that are make things different. Like, maybe take one thing, like you've got your premise there, but now what are some other things that interest you? And maybe kind of like have it as that sort of combination, possibly. Oops. Like, it's good to start with something like, alright, it's like this, but then you need to think of, but it's like the Magic School Bus, but it's like, I was reading about, who was it? I was reading about Dragon Quest. Actually, I was reading about Pokemon. And how, I wasn't reading about it, I was watching a video about it, and how it came about. Pokemon, in a lot of ways, was like, one thing about it was like, in Dragon Quest 4, you could get Pokemon, like, you could get monsters, you could collect them, and they fight alongside you. And that's really the the idea for battling with these monsters you can collect came from. Would you say you're much for comedy? Like, do you think you could write something funny? I'm not saying you need to be great on your own. You could maybe get someone to help you. Oh, that was not what I should have been doing. Okay. Like, I don't... Like, could it be parody? Where is the humor coming from precisely? Oh, that was a bad idea. That was also bad. I'm choking this away. Alright, so it's more like very normal sorts of stuff. Like the like very like I think the idea of being in this sort of mystical world that has that that a lot of the problems are very normal, but they have to be solved with absurd ways. Might be something along the lines of socioeconomic inequality. I mean, like, that makes me think, like, what if this is a fantastic world of beauty and imagination that has been conquered by a capitalist, some sort of capitalist corporation, an overlord that's just like an absurd parody of how of a consumerist and money-driven society. But, and how is that, and how do you combat that? Oh, that was not good. I mean, it doesn't have to be. It could be, like, these capitalists could be ridiculous sorts of, like... I mean, there has to be some kind of antagonist here. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, kids can definitely get that, these bad guys just want money. It's like, how many Disney villains are just, like, in it for their own sort of selfish gain? And how many of them, like, like, probably the less interesting ones are maybe... I don't know, I'm trying to think explicitly, like, who's in it for cash? Like, Cruella de Vil? Well, she's in it. She's also kind of crazy. I mean, she wants to skin dogs. She doesn't even think it's bad. No, I think that's it for this one. And thus the plague overtook the world. And humanity would see a new dark era. Thanks, Dr. Mario. No. That's the thing, is that it's not everyday, boring, mundane. It's like think of the ridiculousness of the lengths that people go for money. Like, what are the absurd things that's like capitalists do? Like, one of the things to me is that one of the sad, scary sort of things is that like fruit companies taking over small Central American countries, like not like a pretense given to the United States to conquer things, like straight up mercenaries bought by a fruit company to take over a country. And how can you turn that into humor? Alright, let's go ahead and let's go level 9. Go chill now, because I need to chill, because I got a cold and it's almost midnight. GMOs? I mean, GMOs, that's a ridiculous scare. That's like, like, there's nothing really bad about those. Nothing has been done. Boom. Like, I can understand the caution around genetically modified stuff, but at the same time, it's like, unless there's been like a concrete sort of issue that can be addressed, I feel like it's just kind of adding fuel to the fire. It really doesn't need to happen. But again, I think you just keep working on your main characters. And also, I mean, if you're gonna be focused really hard on the lightheartedness, you're gonna need to also keep thinking about the antagonist, because every story needs an antagonist. Like, they don't all, like... It's like, if you're worried about it needing to be for kids, then think about the antagonist. But I feel like, don't try and put something for children in a box. Like, you'd be surprised at the sort of dark things that can be really entertaining for kids and not be like upsetting for most kids. And you'd be surprised at some of the things that really shouldn't be upsetting by any means can be very scary for kids sometimes. I think of all the stupid things that you can think of people being scared of for no reason. I'm sure there's some that I was afraid of when I was a kid that was like needless. Just make something that's interesting to you. Start from there. Oh, that was bad. Yeah? You can do something like that, maybe. Oh, damn it, I'm blind. Hey, thanks for the bits, dude. So what about the the premise here is interesting to you exactly? Start with that and then think about what the implications of this premise are and what can come about from it. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. That was a total accident. Yeah, I mean, we talked before. Like, I was playing Yoshi's Island a couple days ago. Huh. Um, like, what about? Exactly? Easy. Like, I don't know. I don't really think I want to just talk to, no offense, but any old random person. Because, I mean, if I just talk to everyone that kind of just wanted to, like, I can't really just talk to everyone. Not like I have tons and tons of followers or anything, but I can't really just talk to everyone that asks. I mean, maybe if you stick around long enough. Nope, yep. No, that's wrong choice. Alright. Like, I just, I feel like just keep fleshing out the premise. Like, what kind of... Like, what you've told me doesn't really have any tension, inherently. Like, don't be afraid of creating tension here. Just remember that all is well that ends well. Your main protagonist can go through hell and high water to the very end. As long as it all turns out well, it's all good. It will like, and even then, it's like, it's about a satisfactory ending. That your protagonist gets the resolution that is best there. Just, yeah. The premise and the antagonist therein, I'd say, is what you need to be working on right now. From what you've told me. Alright, so have a good night, dude. It's good talking. Oop, no. Yeah, that seems kind of interesting. Yeah, I'd say roll with that and like see what you can do with that. Oh, okay, you weren't serious. Yeah. I mean, damn it. I think Seinfeld's cool, so. Alright, have a good night. What? Threw that one away. I'm just kind of zoning out now. Nope. Okay. I don't think I am done with this for the evening. Alright, tomorrow I'm definitely gonna start up the new CK2 campaign. Look forward to doing that one. Ah. Alright, so, thank you guys very much for joining me. Rock over London, rock on Chicago, I'm Cyrock Omega, and have a nice day. Later.